Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone.
Like tomorrow is my not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow is my science exam.
Pardon, Siddhan.
I'm like day after tomorrow is my science exam.
Yes, tomorrow is a science exam.
Sorry, ma'am.
Are you telling me that day after tomorrow is your science exam?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, great. So, how's your preparation?
Actually, yes, ma'am.
No, I'm asking how's your preparation?
Good, ma'am. It is
Good.
done.
Okay. If you feel any difficulty in any particular topic or something, please let Manisha ma'am know. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you hear me normally?
Speak loudly, Chavik.
Ma'am, can you hear me normally?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
your voice is not so clear, but yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, before I ordered it, as on, I think on Thursday I told you, right? Now, on from Monday I can speak properly. I just ordered my mic.
Okay, you are audible, but we need to focus a lot to understand what are you telling. That's okay, fine. Let other students
Yeah.
also join, then we'll proceed.
Ma'am, like normally you can hear me, right?
Sorry?
Normally you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How was your yesterday's test? How all of yours, I'm asking.
I'm good.
Actually I didn't attempt it.
Pardon?
Actually I didn't attempt it.
Javed, you need to write in the chat, cannot hear properly. Other students, please put on your cameras, come on the screens.
Ma'am, like you said, I actually microwave the salt. Not microwave, boil the salt and it actually dried.
Mhm. Okay, so you're
And
gonna
I have
show,
the picture.
are you gonna show it here? Oh my God, that's like great, great, Advika. Can you all see on the screen? Uh, Advika, can you share this picture with us, Manisha ma'am or me, or in the group itself?
Okay, ma'am, I
Oh,
share it to you.
oh, you share with me.
Ma'am, actually, I do not have access to the group. Like I cannot send the group.
You must be having Manisha ma'am's number, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So please share with her by writing a brief description about this crystallization, what you use, very brief, not detailed. Okay. And I still have the images, most of you people chose salt and sugar for this purpose. What about others result? It's been, I guess, about 10 days, isn't it? Sriyan, Siddhant, Sritej, Aishwarya. And I think this activity was very extremely simple. you know what? By learning about the theory and by discussion, whatever we learn in 3 to 4 days, if you perform a single activity, you can just learn those 3 4 days stuff in like, in a single experiment, which almost takes hardly completely half an hour or 1 hour. Learning by doing is so powerful. Okay, put on your cameras, everyone. Quickly come on the screen. So let's proceed. In the last class, we learned about the process of breathing, the inhalation and exhalation process, the parts, the internal body parts involved in the process of breathing. Can anyone just name those parts randomly? Can anyone name those parts randomly? Like lungs, nostrils, etc.
Nose, nostril, hair and mucus, nasal cavity,
Hmm.
trachea, pharynx,
Hmm.
the lung,
Larynx,
the bronchi, the
bronchioles,
bronchioles, and the alveoli.
Alveoli. Where exactly the gas exchange takes place?
The alveoli.
Ashwath, what is alveoli? Can you explain its structure in brief? Ashwath,
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
pardon?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking a bit.
I'm asking the structure of alveoli. Priyansh, Charvik, anyone?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Alveoli are where lungs and blood exchange O2.
Hmm.
CO2 is released
Hmm.
during the process of breathing in and out.
Okay. Well, I was asking the structure of alveoli. What does it look like? Anyways, it looks like a balloon-like structure where oxygen is taken in, means from the lungs to the body, to the rest of the body, and in exchange we this alveoli gives of carbon dioxide collecting from the body to the lungs, and as a byproduct we throw out or we exhale carbon dioxide. Now I would like to show you a video. So it's like almost 10 minutes video. Please watch carefully because many things will get explained by the video.
This animation illustrates the human respiratory system in an unprecedented way.
I hope it is audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Let's do this fantastic journey together. Not only oxygen, which is important for us, is part of the air we breathe. Water also enters our respiratory system, as well as other gases like krypton, or even radioactive radon. In addition, small and large particles are part of the air, which shouldn't enter our lower respiratory tract. For this reason, the upper airways provide certain protective mechanisms. Large dirt particles or insects are stopped in the nasal cavity by our nasal hair. Small particles are trapped by the nasal mucosa. Ciliated cells are located on the nasal mucosa. These cilia move in a wave-like manner. This allows the cilia to push the nasal mucus produced by the goblet cells towards the pharynx. Consequently, small particles that have been caught by the nasal mucus are swallowed. This process is called mucociliary clearance. Furthermore, the upper airways such as the nasal and oral cavities warm and moisten inspired air. During the act of swallowing, the epiglottis, which is connected to the tongue, ensures that no food or liquid can enter the lower respiratory tract. To do this, the epiglottis closes the larynx during swallowing, so that the bolus slides into the esophagus. The trachea, right below the larynx, is surrounded by incomplete rings of hyaline cartilage for reinforcement. Near the heart, the trachea branches into two main bronchi. The main bronchi lead to the left and right lungs. The left lung has only two lobes, upper and lower, whereas the right lung has three lobes. The centrally located heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs through the pulmonary arteries. Oxygenated blood returns to the heart through the pulmonary veins and eventually to all organs. The main bronchi form the trunks for the bronchial tree. Like the branches of a tree, the tubular system of the lung starts here, into finer and finer branches. The right lung has 3 lobes with 10 lung segments. Each lung segment receives its own air and blood supply. At the ends of the bronchial tree are tiny air sacs called alveoli. It is estimated that humans have 300 to 400 million alveoli. Large branches with cartilage are called bronchi. Thin branches at the end of a bronchial tree are called bronchioles. Instead of cartilage, bronchioles are surrounded by elastic fibers and smooth muscle. The exchange of gases occurs with the help of the alveoli. Individual alveoli are found on the walls of the bronchioli respiratory. Several alveoli are grouped together at the end of a bronchioli respiratory to form an alveolar sac, which is supplied by one alveolar duct. Alveoli are approximately 50 micrometers in size. They enlarge considerably during inhalation. Alveoli are largely composed of thin cells called type 1 pneumocytes. These cells are extremely thin, allowing oxygen and carbon dioxide to diffuse. Air, with the required oxygen, enters the alveoli via the alveolar duct. This is where gas exchange begins. All alveoli are covered with a network of thin blood vessels. Deoxygenated blood can thus be enriched with oxygen and at the same time release unneeded carbon dioxide into the alveoli. This is done with the help of red blood cells, the erythrocytes. Erythrocytes move through the blood vessels and take up the oxygen, shown here in blue. Iron, Fe, in these blood cells is responsible for binding the oxygen. An iron ion can bind to one oxygen molecule so that the oxygen can be transported. At the same time, the carbon dioxide in the bloodstream and emitted by red blood cells diffuses into the alveoli. This is made possible by diffusion. In the alveoli, we see a lot of oxygen, whereas in the blood vessels, there is a lot of carbon dioxide. This difference in concentration is eventually balanced by diffusion. This is how the differences in concentration are equalized. Let's now look at how air, and therefore oxygen, is transported into our lungs. Our body has various muscles that inflate and deflate the lungs. The muscles of the neck are responsible for fixing and raising the sternum and upper ribs, and certain muscles between the ribs raise and lower all the other ribs. However, the most important muscle of respiration is not found in the neck or chest area, but near the abdomen. The thoracic diaphragm, or simply diaphragm, is responsible for most of the work of breathing. First, let's take a closer look at chest breathing through the neck and rib muscles. Due to their arrangement and the contraction of the rib muscles, the ribs rotate outward. This causes an increase in volume, particularly in the lower regions, that is, the caudal ribs. The rib movement can be imagined similar to the handle of a bucket. The handle is shown here in red. Therefore, it is called bucket handle motion. The increase in chest volume occurs not only laterally, but also sagittally. The sternum rotates as well, as seen here. This is called pump handle motion, because the movement of the sternum can be thought of as the motion of a pump handle. Thus, one can easily visualize the increase and decrease in volume of the lungs. When the lungs inflate, a negative pressure is created in the lungs and we breathe in. When the lungs deflate, positive pressure is created and air is forced out of our lungs. We breathe out. Inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. Here we can see the inhalation and exhalation process from below. As noted earlier, in addition to chest breathing, we can use diaphragmatic breathing. It can be performed separately or in cooperation with chest breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing is the natural way of breathing at rest. During diaphragmatic breathing, the diaphragm rises and lowers. When it rises, we exhale. When it lowers, we breathe in. In order for the lungs to inflate and deflate, the body has a pleura. The pleura serves as a lube outside of the lungs to allow for up and down motions against the chest wall. For this reason, the inner pleura covers the lungs. The outer pleura lines the rib cage and diaphragm. This allows the inner pleura to shift against the outer pleura. Between these two layers is the pleural cavity, shown here in yellow.
So what happens to the diaphragm when we inhale and when we exhale?
When we inhale, it will get larger, and if we exhale, it will get small.
I have
Back.
doubt. Ma'am, I
Not
have doubt.
audible when you speak loudly.
Ma'am, actually, are there like yeah for breathing oxygen, they told it's mixed with water. So if we like breathe water directly, like it it's not good for our health. But in oxygen, water is mixed. So why is it like that?
Savik, can you please write in the chat? Savik, I'm waiting. Please write in the chat. Yeah. So this was the last slide that we did. Okay, now how do we breathe? Breathing involves a rib cage and a muscular sheath below the called diaphragm. And during inhalation, chest cavity increases in size, means this diaphragm moves downside when we inhale. Diaphragm moves downward. Okay. And air enters into the lungs. During the exhalation, the chest cavity reduces in size, means the diaphragm moves upside and the chest contracts itself so as to like squeeze and to decrease the overall size of lungs. And hence the air is pushed out of the lungs easily. Okay, so note this in the points form, bullet points. This can be the first point, second point, and here during exhalation is the third point. Mark the arrows correctly everywhere. Like in inhalation process, air is inhaled inside arrow. It moves down inside the lungs. Diaphragm moves down as it contracts. Chest expands and abdomen also expands. Okay.
Ma'am, what is the abdomen?
Abdomen, your stomach area.
Okay, ma'am.
चाची नहीं थी. Is it done?
Ma'am, wait.
No, ma'am.
Okay. We're done now.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, one second. 1 minute.
After this, we can do one of the activity. Okay. One I'll give you for homework, and the next one is very simple. Like you all can, after noting this down, you all can go get the inch tape. Okay. Like now,
Get what?
inch tape, the tape which we use to measure the height or else that is flexible. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have?
Yes,
Ma'am, I'll see, ma'am.
Hmm?
Ma'am, I
I
think
have
I
a
have.
measuring tape, but not the inch tape.
A measuring tape is there, but it's flexible also.
Oh, it's okay. We also called it a measuring tape. It's okay. In other terms, we sometimes
we
call
get
it category inch tape. That's okay. Measuring tape only I'm talking about.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Do we need to get it now?
You can go and inhale means take the air inside properly, deep breathe. Okay. Now measure the size of your chest and tell me in inch, or can we keep it centimeter? Just take a pen with you. Note the size of your inhaled and expanded chest while you were inhaling. Breathe. Okay, now exhale. Just you exhale for within 1 or 2 seconds, measure your chest when it contracts. So we need to note down this difference in the sizes. Those who have done, tell me and go and get me the.
Mom, done.
Are these done? Should
Mom,
I
done.
clear the?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, Chavik, tell me.
Mom, I'm done. Can I go and do that experiment?
Yeah, but
I mean,
not
like,
much
after.
time. Come back within 1 minute. It hardly takes 1 minute. Go.
Yeah,
Every,
it's over here only.
should I stop sharing this screen, this slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mom, you're telling about this one only, right?
Yes, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
But be careful while performing. Okay.
Yeah. Mom, can I off my video?
Go, Chavik, go. Other students also. Go, be very quick. See, so I'm gonna fill in this area, okay, all of your observations. Get the values in centimeters, please.
I'm done.
Who is back? Charvik done?
Mom,
Wait.
yeah.
Tell me during inhalation in centimeters.
On inhalation, it's like 30
Cannot hear you clearly.
centimeters.
Charvik, okay, everyone do one thing because there might be I could hear wrong.
Mom,
So
30 centimeters.
if everyone write in the chat inhalation, exhalation, and the size in centimeters only. Okay, write in the chat, everyone, quickly.
Mom, I didn't get it.
Please write the values in the chat quickly. I'm looking on the chat also. Take a deep breath. Inhale, measure the size of your chest in centimeter. Then exhale properly and again measure the size of your chest in centimeters. Then we'll find the difference in sizes. Charvik, inhalation it is lesser and exhalation it is more. During inhalation, chest expands because air is filled in. So I hope you have not
Yeah,
written
I'm in that
incorrect.
only. I'm in that. Yeah,
And
I'm
are
in
you
that.
mean seriously this is only 28 and 30 centimeter? Because that's too small. Children, please get the answers quickly. Tell me. You have to measure, the whole chest from back to front.
Yeah, I measured it.
7th class, I'm waiting for you all. Be quick. Please, do one thing. Look at the image of these two boys. Help from anyone who's present at home. Look how you need to. Children, are you not able to do this, perform this? Tell me, please.
I sent you.
Is it in centimeters? Are you sure?
Not centimeters.
Then centimeters only, no? Okay, tell me what's the unit? Is it inch?
I used I think it's inch only.
The screen first, all of you look at these two boys. This person is holding a measuring tape from front, like from the right end of this other boy, and getting it back round side, and this way we have to measure. And Advika, I hope your value is also in inch, it seems.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay. Again, you can go and measure
Ma'am,
again.
the value for inhalation is 74 centimeters.
Okay, wait, hold on.
And for exhalation, 80 centimeters.
Because everybody, if everybody will tell me in centimeter, now we can find the difference easily and look at the difference easily. Seventh class, where are other students? If you do not have measuring tape, please write in the chat personally. We are not here to waste the time. This is something that will let us know something else about breathing process. Those who are not having measuring tape, it's absolutely fine, but please tell me in the chat personally. Okay, Siddhant. But if you have a thread, it can be possible thread or ribbon or any flexible type thing that is possible with this also. Those who are not having, I'm telling you another way. Take a thread or something, okay? Just take a round from one side to other side of your chest. And then with the help of any scale that you use in your school items, with the help of any scale, you can look overall what is the size of that thread during inhalation and exhalation separately.
Mom, I sent you mine.
Wait. Let me write the value. This is in centimeters, right? 70.
Mom, I got the correct value now.
Wait,
Yes, ma'am.
Divesh, this is in centimeters.
Yes, ma'am.
Inhalation lesser, exhalation more. What people are doing? I think your inhalation should be 81 and
Oh, yes, ma'am. I mistakenly sent it reverse.
Everybody is doing the same mistake. See, Charvik, your correct value is 76 and 70. Okay, great. And also sent the value. Just wait, I'm looking at it. Advika, tell me the value in centimeters. I'm waiting, okay? I just got from Charvik and Devesh.
Ma'am, I'm sending, ma'am. Just
80 and 75. Great. Good. Other students, please share. And
Ma'am, it can also vary from chest size, right?
Pardon? Pardon, please. The difference seems, see the difference? Charvik, this is 6 centimeter. Devesh, it is 6 centimeter. And Aishwarya, this is 5 centimeters. Wow. Means almost same, you know. Advika, 84 and 76. Okay, how much is the difference? 8. Good, great. I'm waiting for others. And you know what? When while breathing normally, if you will measure, you will always get the lesser values because right now I told you to, you know, take a deep breath. So you inhale proper oxygen. You inhale properly and deeply. Your lungs almost got expand to its fullest. But when we inhale casually, we do not, you know, worry about, we are not conscious. So we means not properly inhale the oxygen. So if any time, you know, you are free or this topic or anything related to breathing strikes your mind, any time you get the chance, please inhale properly so as to get more and more oxygen. And slowly. Siddhant got the answer 81 and 78. Great.
No, ma'am, like the exhalation I wrote wrong. Instead of like something, instead of like, I wrote something wrong in exhalation.
You're not clearly audible, Siddhant.
Ma'am, I'll send the actual thing, like this exhalation, like I wrote it wrong.
Okay, sure. The classes, the time is almost gonna over, so other students, please share. You know, now while you all are performing activity, I too started inhalation properly, taking a deep breath, and you know, we feel like more energetic, inhaling more oxygen. Siddhant, exhalation is 84. Exhalation 84, inhalation 78. Okay, your inhalation value is 84. And this is 78, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 6, difference of 6 again. Great. So these students only I told you alternate way. If you do not have measuring tape, please try it out. And if I'm telling you the simplest way, you just need to take any thread or any ribbon or anything you have. Hold it around your chest during inhalation, exhalation, and measure it on your scale. Simple. Anyways, so the difference is great, you know. Let me take a screenshot of it. Just give me a minute.
So inhalation will be more than exhalation.
Yeah, obviously means inhalation means we are taking oxygen air inside the body. When you fill the air in the balloon, it expands only, na, or it contracts more, right? Okay. So for tomorrow, for the next class, you have to get the answer that do we actually just inhale oxygen and do we only exhale carbon dioxide, or this is a mixture of other gases, and how much is a percentage, or means what other gases we inhale or exhale and what is the amount of the gases. Okay? Is
Okay,
it
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
okay then? Great. Bye. And yeah,
Bye.
for homework, one more thing. The next topic is respiration in animals. Okay. So few animals breathe through their skin, few through their gills, or means every organism do not have the nostrils for taking in oxygen for the exchange of air. Means the outer body part is nose where we exchange the gas. So you have to name different organisms who exchange the gases through different body parts. Okay.
I'm like, if we remove the skin from a animal who takes oxygen from the skin, like
Hmm.
a very small part, so will it find any difficulty in taking oxygen back again?
Dear, this is something natural. Means okay, if you feel because we have enough size of nose, we are pretty comfortable because our body is made so by the nature, so the amount of air required by their body might be sufficient for them to inhale through the skin or gills or whatever. And see where now we get into the water, we feel difficulty in breathing, but fishes, they only survive in water. So that's nature, that's
Like
beauty of nature.
when animals, like if you take an animal, like if it breathes to the through its skin,
Hmm.
then if we take one, like if it gets a scratch, or if, for scientific experiment, like if we take a small part of his skin, like
Hmm.
like we take a knife and we this like a tear a small piece of skin. Now will it find difficulty in breathing in that case? Because it will not, right? Because them still the we didn't took the whole skin out, right? We only took the some part. So will it find any difficulty in breathing?
I missed one of the word of yours. I guess are you asking that if they got injured at some part of skin,
Yes, ma'am. Will they be able to breathe in that case?
but um, you said that in some part, na, until unless their whole body, their whole skin gets covered with the injury, that is other case. But the rest of the part is still left. See, in the case, yes, when we get common cold, when we have the running nose, the pathway of that mucus is same via nose. We also feel difficulty in breathing in case of common cold, isn't it?
Yes,
Sometimes
ma'am.
we have to breathe through our mouth because the nose is not so clear for the exchange of gas. So yes, they also must be feeling difficulty.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye. We'll meet in the next
Thank you,
class.
ma'am. Bye.